Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to the Lynn Lowdown. I'm Danny Vittori, and today we welcome back on Jan Plourde, the founder and executive director of the REAL program. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for the opportunity.
So we're going to dive right into it. I know we've talked about REAL before, generally all the programs that you offer, which are amazing. But today we're here to talk specifically about the preschool that you launched. It was last year, correct?
Yeah.
So how has that been going so far?
Well, it's starting small, and that's the name of the program, and it's also how we have started. So it is kind of funny that way, but it's delightful, and it's exciting for us to have the opportunity to do this finally. It's been many, many years in the making, and we have a great director of the preschool. Her name is Tammy Galland, and she is somebody who has 5 children of her own.
Wow.
And also has a strong background in early childhood education. She has some bilingual capability in Spanish and English. It helps a lot. And then we also have Autumn Kane, who is from Gloucester, who is a fabulous preschool teacher. And the children just love Miss Tammy and Miss Autumn. And so they have a great day with these guys. They're the happiest little people.
They are. Kids are just always so happy, so fun. It sounds like they're good at, wrangling them. But I will ask, so I know preschools, they can vary what times of year they run, how long they actually run during the day. So what about yours?
Sure. So our program runs from 7:45 to 1:45 and follows the public school calendar of Lynn Public Schools. So it is a 6-hour day. It's not a 10-hour day that some people need for a work day. But this is a 6-hour day, and it's preschool. And so we do also break for the summer, but in the summer, which we are still enrolling, so there's room right now for the preschool program, and it's 7:45 to 1:45 Monday through Thursday in the summer. And it is from July 7th, which is a week from Monday, July 7th until August 14th. Yeah. Nice. So there's a lot of fun things planned for that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you always have something going, always have something happening for sure.
Yeah.
And like you said, that the preschool has been years in the making.
Yes.
So how did that process go to finally get it off the ground in 2024?
Yeah, so the big issues is, of course, we were interrupted by the pandemic. We were interrupted with other things on sort of the business side of things. All of this was beyond our control, and a huge part is that we spent a lot of years getting the house that we are in retrofitted and made safe for the children. And so at this point, we finally got to the place where we could launch the preschool. The difficult part is at the same time we launched our preschool is when the state had no funding for vouchers. So we are in a position now where the children who really, really need the preschool setting are the ones that don't have the money to pay for it. So we are needing people to subsidize some of these folks to be able to come, because still nearly 60% of the children who enter kindergarten in Lynn do not have preschool, and that is difficult. That is difficult.
You can see the gap between that if you don't have that early education.
Yes, and the parents who have sent their children with us, they definitely see the impact of the children's opportunities here. Yeah.
And what sort of activities do you do with the little guys?
Well, it's very hands-on. It's play-based, literacy-based, of course. And we're outdoors as much as possible. Children are learning through play. People don't always remember that. They think there's learning and then there's play. But in children, it's play is learning and learning is play. So we have to just always remind people, and sometimes ourselves, that. But Tammy is great, and she has put together great activities. Never truly, the stuff she comes up with, I can't imagine sometimes. It's quite something. And then Tammy and Autumn work really well together in getting books that all reflect on the types of things they're doing. But a typical day is they come in the morning, have a little bit of playtime, meeting time, reading time, and then they have breakfast. And we provide the breakfast and snacks, and the parents provide their lunches. So they have some structure in their day. The first thing they do when they come in is their parents bring them to the sink to wash their hands, and that's sort of like a handoff from the parent to us.
Yeah.
And that's a beautiful routine that Tammy has brought to the program. And so there's that, and we also go based on the philosophy of Reggio Emilia, and Reggio Emilia is a program or a philosophy of education, and it started in the 1940s when World War II ended in northern Italy. The Reggio Emilia is actually a place in Italy, and what was happening is all of that northern Italy was pretty much war-torn, and so when the war ended, tanks were just left, and memories were just bad. I mean, it was awful. But you still had children, and you still had a future for the children, and the villagers didn't want the families to be, always reflecting on what happened. They needed to focus on what could be. And of course, Italy is a major focus on beauty. So it was the idea of creating a place that children could be their own teacher. Children have a regular teacher that leads the whole program. Then they also have the environment as a teacher and families as a teacher. So there's 4 teachers for every child. And then there's the idea of children having 100 languages because they're learning so much, so fast. And this is for 3 to 5-year-old children. So, yeah.
Well, I would say I definitely always learn something because I did not know anything about that philosophy. So you've also just taught me more about that and the way that kids learn, learning through play.
Yeah.
And I said I'll pivot a little bit here because I said talking about play. You also, another major event you have coming up is a golf tournament that is in September.
Right.
Yes, so a few months. So you're also gearing up for that. That's going to be one of your big fundraisers.
We are indeed. September 15th at Kernwood Country Club. And we're looking for foursomes and sponsors now. We are, I'm learning, just like you're learning about play and education, I'm learning about play and golf.
There we go.
Yes, I've been a sports enthusiast, but golf, I've learned a lot in the last year. So yeah, it's exciting though, and Kernwood's a beautiful, beautiful place. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, it's stunning. I think I played there once in high school through the team, but that was it. I mean, it's an absolutely amazing course, and fundraisers like that, they go to support programs like the preschool, your general program. Is this for any specific program, or is this general fundraising?
This is general fundraising because all of our programs do need the support. So, yeah, for sure. Yeah, yeah.
And do you have to live in Lynn to sign up for it, or is it's a
No, but we'd love a lot of Lynn presence there because people need to see that Lynn people know how to play golf too.
And we do a little bit.
Yeah, I'm speaking to a golfer.
Yeah, and an amateur one. I just do it for fun, but it's always so fun. You always do, I said, like activities like that. You're engaging people.
Yes.
It's ways to get an experience out of it, like you do for the kids.
Yeah, absolutely. And we hope this to bring our spirit of fun and making the world a better place to the golf tournament as well. So.
Well, you always do. So even from the bright scarf to everything, I always feel more excited and more hopeful after talking to you. So I always appreciate that.
It's all the scarf.
It's all the scarf. We're going to say it's the scarf. The scarf gets all the credit. Good job. And I do know I have to wrap up in a moment, but was there anything else I hadn't mentioned that you wanted to speak about generally?
Well, I think in general we have to look at the world that we are living in right now as a place that we all need to really focus more on our children and our children's experiences, and that is our future, and we absolutely need to be able to give that prime attention. Yeah. So.
Well, you definitely do. I said through all the programs, through the real program, and thank you for coming on to talk about this specific program. These ones coming up, and I'm really excited to see how it goes this summer. I
appreciate it, and thank you so much.
Of course, anytime. And you can learn more about the REAL program by visiting their website. But once again, I'm Danny Vittori. This has been the Lynn Lowdown, and we'll see you next week with more guests.